What is up, bros and broettes? I'm Inkslasher, and today we're going to be talking about the future of Call of Duty, where Call of Duty is going, and what we know about Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. If you guys don't know, on Friday there was this live stream on Facebook. It was a little bit weird that it wasn't on Twitch or anything, but maybe they got promoted by Facebook so that they were only on Facebook. Maybe, I have no idea, but anyway, there was this live stream on Facebook, and most of the information we got from this live stream was pretty much pointless, things we already knew, or just directly related to campaign. For example, one of the main things they talked about was the vehicles in campaign, something that most of you probably just don't give a crap about. And quite honestly, I don't either, but at the end of this live stream, there was one of the biggest bits of information we've received so far as Infinite Warfare really goes. So guys, I know this is about Infinite Warfare, and I know not all of you are excited or wanting to hear about Infinite Warfare, but for those of you who are, it would be fantastic if you'd leave a like rating, because I know I'm going to get bombarded with people who do not want me to talk about this whatsoever. However, this is the future of Call of Duty, and it is something we definitely want to talk about. So as far as this live stream went, the end of the live stream consisted of this little Q&A, and one of the questions they answered was actually quite shocking. And I'd show you what he said, or what the developers said themselves, but every time I play something like that in a video, my video gets a copyright strike, so I'm just not going to do that, and I'm just going to read to you what exactly he said, and then we're going to break it down, because this answer that he gave to this was incredibly scripted. How is it possible that you got this one so wrong with the fans? Where was your intel supporting this direction? So basically what it's asking is, why did you go into the future? What was the intel supporting this decision? And like I said, he gave this incredibly scripted answer. Is that a problem? No, absolutely not. That's kind of what you expect from any business's live stream when they're talking about their game. It's going to be incredibly scripted. They're going to be able to say certain things but not others. But here was his answer. This is a fantastic question. We have an extremely passionate fan base in the Call of Duty family, and we listen to every single opinion and thought that you guys have about the game that we all know and love. But ultimately, this game, Infinite Warfare, has been in the making for 3 years. The team feels extremely passionate about bringing a new, innovative style to the franchise while maintaining the DNA and components you love about Call of Duty. All I can tell you is we have just shown a sneak peek of the things in this game from the reveal trailer to E3. And in the future, you are going to see a lot more, and it's going to give you a better idea of what this game is all about. And we are confident that once you see more, you are going to be very excited about that direction. But thank you so much for the support over the years, and we know that in the future you're going to be excited to play Infinite Warfare. So really there's only two parts in there that give you any intel into what is going on behind the scenes. The first is, but ultimately this game, Infinite Warfare, has been in the making for 3 years. In other words, by the time we realized that everyone hated the advanced movement system, there was essentially nothing we could do. They were already building the maps, they were already building the gameplay, they were already having all these things completed that they really couldn't turn their back on. And then the second area that's incredibly important is when he said, and in the future you are going to see a lot more, and it's going to give you a better idea of what this game is all about. And we are confident that once you see more, you are going to be very excited about that direction. Okay, so these two things put together are incredibly important. So first of all, with this game being in development for 3 years, so when Call of Duty Ghosts came out, it was a monstrous flop. In many people's opinion, the worst Call of Duty game of all time. In fact, I believe currently it is the least played Call of Duty game out of all of the past Call of Duties, including going all the way back to Call of Duty 4, which is insane. But this game was a massive flop for them. So they knew they needed to do something different. And during this time, they saw where Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3 were going with their movement system. So obviously, they thought they were going to have to go that way as well. And everyone says, well, once Advanced Warfare came out, why did they not see that everyone hated it and switch over? Well, if you actually remember to when Advanced Warfare was released, Sledgehammer was actually praised by putting a new movement system into the game for probably about the first 3 months. You may not believe me, but go back and watch videos from that time. They were praised. They said they saved Call of Duty. Finally, they decided to do something new. There is all this new stuff in the game. And generally speaking, when a Call of Duty game is released, there's that honeymoon phase where they are constantly praised. So, as far as Infinity Ward was concerned, Sledgehammer puts in this new movement system and is absolutely praised for this movement system. So they continue, they build on this movement system, they go further into the future. They're like, they're doing it right, we're going to hop on that as well, we'll keep doing it right. And then that 3 to 6 month range comes around where Advanced Warfare was out and people started to hate the movement system. As I call it, the pogo stick movement system in Advanced Warfare. People hated it. And then they saw what Black Ops 3 was doing, and they're like, you know what, the wall running system, the flow movement system that Black Ops 3 has, this is what people are going to love. And of course, it comes out when people love Black Ops 3, but really hate that it's not a boots on the ground game. Which, fair enough, but at this point, it's too late. They've already put so much into the development of Infinite Warfare, and this is pretty much what they're saying here. But there's one more aspect to this that we didn't discover. If you think back to when they announced the reveal trailer for Infinite Warfare, there was all this hype around learning about multiplayer, knowing what was going on with multiplayer, even though people hated the trailer. There was all this information, in fact, about a beta, the Infinite Warfare beta, which since then we've heard absolutely nothing about. What this leads me to believe is that they realized everyone hated what they were seeing. And what I think happened is they realized, you know what, we gotta fix something with this, because if not, we're going under here. So what I think is, I think they took some of the parts of multiplayer and put them back into development, and that's why there may not be a beta, is because of how horribly everything went with the reveal trailer, that they decided that they needed to do something about this and fix it in a way that people are going to like it, whether that be making the weapons non-futuristic or making the maps non-futuristic. They realized that they fucked up and they needed to fix it. And that's why when they say, we've only shown you a sneak peek of things in the game from our reveal trailer to E3, they're saying that you haven't seen what we've changed. There's a direction that we are going with this, that once you see it, I think you are very much so going to like it. And that's exciting for me. I know they haven't shown anything yet. I know they haven't really showed us anything about multiplayer, but the fact that they are saying that, and the fact that they may be delaying showing us the multiplayer until COD XP is very, very exciting for me. So no, chances are we are still getting the advanced movement system, and no, chances are it's still going to be incredibly, incredibly futuristic warfare. And I know a lot of people are mad about that. In fact, I'm one of them. I would love... My favorite Call of Duty game is World at War. Of course, I would like to see them go back to World War II or sometime in that. Even like the Vietnam War would be awesome if you ask me. But maybe in the future, maybe that will be fantastic. But this is what we're stuck with for the next year. Let's hope they saw what people said, like they said they did in their little speech there, when they said, we listened to every single opinion and thought that you guys have about the game that we all know and love. They say they listened to us. We'll see what they end up doing with the multiplayer of this game. I'm really interested. We're going to have to see what happens. But let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Do you think this speech was too scripted? Do you think he made a lot of good points? Do you think he gave us enough information to answer the question? Because really, they didn't really answer the question. They said, how is it possible that you got this so wrong? They kind of went around it in a way where they kind of answered it, in the fact that they said, well, this game was in development for 3 years. We kind of couldn't turn our backs on it. But you kind of really had to read between the lines to see what he was really thinking, and that's why I made this video. So, like I said, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you think they're going to take a little bit of a different direction with the multiplayer than the single player? Do you think they delayed the beta so that they could change the multiplayer up? What do you think? Let me know down in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed the video, like I said, please leave a like rating, because we are going to get bombarded with some negative comments and some negative ratings simply because this is about Infinite Warfare. So what I ask is, if you like the video and not necessarily the game we're talking about, it would be great if you could leave a like rating. So thank you so much, guys. I love every single one of you. Check out my Twitch, Twitter down in the description. And until next time, guys, peace out.